Hello everyone, welcome back to another franchise mode video here with your Florida Panthers as we're going to be heading into the year one offseason. We got a lot of big decisions to make with this upcoming offseason. As we got $13 million, we really don't got to worry about any free agents. I mean, some small minor deals that we're going to have to make, but nothing really too important. Now, the big question is what do we do with Roberto Luongo this upcoming year as he did not retire? It looks like we're going to have to keep him for another year. Now, I was thinking of buying him out, but that means I would have to buy out 3 years worth of a contract, which would mean we would have to pay 6 years worth of his contract. So, I'm not willing to do that, but I did forget to check the awards in the last video, so I will quickly go over that. So, Pittsburgh Penguins, once again, won the Stanley Cup, really just denting it. And the Chicago Blackhawks made it to the Stanley Cup final. You got Alexander Ovechkin winning the Art Ross and the Hart. Torrey Krug winning James Norris. Kuznetsov winning the Lady Byng. Calder going to Pedersen, of course. Conn Smythe going to Matt Murray. Holtby winning the Vezina. William Jennings going to Rask and Halak. Bill Masterson going to Josh Hansen. Fred J. Selke goes to Patrice Bergeron. Ted Lindsay Ovechkin. And Maurice Rocco-Richard goes to Ovechkin. Now, this upcoming draft, we do have the 7th overall pick. We do got a lot of big decisions that we got to make. Alexander Keenan's is one of them. We're supposed to be going for either Bowen Bryan, Philip Broberg, or Alexander Keenan's. Of course, he was supposed to be going 6th. I want to move up in the draft. As you guys see, we got a lot of picks. We got more than 7, so we could definitely maneuver some picks around to make sure we get Alexander Keenan's. Now, we do also got to hope that there is a team around the top 4 that wants to trade away a pick for Alexander Keenan's. Or we could wait it off and hopefully get lucky with our pick. Do we want to do that? Not necessarily. We don't want to do that. So the Vegas Golden Knights, do you guys want to get rid of your pick? Yes, they do. Now, I don't want to go for immediately. I want to go for maybe the 5th or the 6th. Carolina, do you want to get rid of your pick? No, they do not. Now, we would be really cutting the edge if we just move up 1 pick for the Arizona Coyotes, which is not what I want. The only pick that we're going to really be able to pick up is the Vegas Golden Knights is 4th. Now, they're not going to want to move back. Maybe we could bundle up. Now, we might be shitty next year as well, so I really don't want to do that. And to trade anyone, we can't trade away Dadonov, you can't trade away Hoffman. Matheson you could trade away, but he's really jumping up to be a solid defenseman for us. You really don't have anyone that you could really trade away that has some good value for you. You really got nothing. Holy shit. Alexa Hepanainen. He's going to be playing on the team next year. I didn't even see that. Holy crow, wow. That's good that we have some kind of a prospect jumping up on the main roster. So, we're going to have to trade our first to get that pick. We're going to trade them our 2nd and also a 3rd. And then next year, we're going to trade the 2nd as well. We might just have to remove the 3rd, but we'll see how this goes. No, well, we're going to add a 4th just to guarantee this trade, alright? So, first, we're moving up. They are moving back. Now, they're not getting anything in a piece, but they do want to get rid of the trade. They do want to pick up a 2nd and a 4th for next year. So, will this go through? Yes, it does. We're moving up to the 4th overall pick. And the Vegas Golden Knights will be moving back to 7th. Now, this is huge. Blaine, Priestap, Marquardt goes. And now, we get to pick the guy of the day. I know, we could pick up Sharp. I know. We can pick up Capo Caco. It's just, the thing is, we don't need a forward. We're going to go for Alexander Keenan's 4th overall. Russian, the stud of our future defense core. And that's what we're going for. Now, we moved up in the draft. We cannot move back. You got to remember the rules. So, how many picks? Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. How many picks do we got left? We can't move into the 1st round anymore because we can't do that. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. My lord, I keep going around to the wrong screen. So 1. So we already picked 1 pick. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 picks all right there. That is perfect. That's awesome. So now we can practically just go automatic unless we don't see any players in that pick. So 24th overall pick. Do we see anyone? Prizagonov. I mean, he doesn't look like anything, but he's a goal-scoring power forward. Tag Bertuzzi, you got him. Nothing really that I'm really seeing that's really special. Nils Hoglander is pretty good. I'm not really seeing anyone that's too special. Perziganov is really good, though, so we're going to pick him up. He doesn't look that bad. Power forward, he can score some goals for us maybe in the later future, so that's going to be our first left winger. So we got a left winger and a defenseman, 2 Russians already, so some Evgeni Dadonov's brothers going to be coming to the team. Now, I know he's really good, so we're going to pick him up anyway, so that's going to be our free pick right there. So we already got 2 left wingers, so we just got to hope and prayer that we can get everybody else. Ooh, we got some good picks coming up now. Hoffman, yet Latavala, Tapal, Vilk, Karanin. I think we're going to go for another Russian and Ruslav Vasilov. Our other defenseman. So that's our last defensive pick. So now we need a center, right wing, and a goaltender to finish our draft up. Hilbert, top 4. Damn it. Kulikov. And I know Kulikov is a made player. Hilbert, he's made. Dunkley, Paranin. It's either, yeah. We're going to go for Sergei Kulikov. I know another Russian player, but we'll go with it. I know I'm randomly picking, but I know how these drafts go. They're usually very consistent. No, yeah. Yeah, oh wait. Jamison Whitfield. Jamison Whitfield. A 918. Hang on. Alright, sorry. I'm back. I just had to say goodnight to my bro. So we either picking Korolov, which he didn't do very good, so Jamison Whitfield will be one of our last and final picks, and then we're going to get into the 7th round and make our final pick of the draft. A very quick draft. We just need a centerman, of course. Now, what I usually do with this is I just go down the board and pick the next centerman. That's practically what I do. It's not cheap. You're not getting any good player in the first place anyways. The best thing you'll get is a top 6. Now, we really got a good player. Alexander Keenan's 4th overall. It's what we're going to really need. Now, I will go and reorganize the scouts later on. We're going to go through the entire offseason. So, what do we got? Forwards, we're going to have Barkov, Huberto, and Dadonov once again for that first line. So, that's going to be our first line for next year. Hoffman, Trocheck, and then we're going to need a second line. Hampanainen. He's going to be ready for next year, and I'm really excited to see what he will be able to produce. 28 goals. He's going to be definitely a future goal scorer on the team. It's a nice contract as well. We're not going to have to worry about. Vertrino, or Brockstrom's probably going to jump up to be a guy that's going to probably play with Hampanainen, so we're going to need a 3rd line right wing. So it looks like we're probably not going to have to worry too much on the 3rd line. We're going to get rid of Sehan. Dennis Melgan's going to be a 3rd liner, though. That's going to worry me. We're just going to qualify RFA offer him. I know he's a future guy, but we need some vets on the team right now. We're going to try to make a playoff push for this team. We got that future defenseman. We have everybody that we want mainly on the team, so we could definitely make that push towards a playoff position. Harlock, yeah, we want to sign you back. Mammon, I want to sign you back for a year because you're going to jump up to be something next year. So $850 for the next year. Lamico, get you back on the team for a year at $975. You got Owen Tippett already at a 73. I know he's going to be nothing, but might as well sign him to a contract. Greco, no. No. And then everyone else, the prospects will just stay down there. Defensively, you get Ekblad, Yandle, Matheson, Pissick, Mikoshen, and Uyghur. Mikoshen had a really bad year. 16 points. He was not very good. I think if he plays alongside Mark Pissick next year, we'll sign him just to a 1-year deal, see how well he turns out to be just with that 1-year deal. Mackenzie Uyghur, we know he's going to be probably going to jump up to a top 6 defenseman. So we'll just sign to a 1-year deal, and we could easily trade him away. And then I think that is really it. We gotta sign him. Linus Nassen, we gotta sign to a deal as well. And then also we gotta sign Alexander Keenan because I want to play him as soon as possible. What? He's already a top 6 defenseman. Well, shit, man. We're going to already have Keenan's being NHL ready. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Now, James Reimer, I would like to get rid of because $3.4 million, but that's not too much of a dent on our salary cap right now. Dredger, Montalbalt, we'll sign him back to a contract. And then that's it. That's really all we have to do for this upcoming free agency. This thing is, I would like to look at Roberto Luongo. How much is it going to cost me to get rid of Roberto Luongo this year? 6 years at 1.5212. Or 5.1. It's not that bad, but for 6 years we're going to have to pay this man $1.5 million for the next 6 years. And that's even if there's going to be a starting goaltender out there that's going to be a prominent guy on the team is going to be the thing. Right? That's the only time that we can buy out, right? Pending free agents. And now we can practically see, I'm pretty sure from here we can see, yeah. We can see that's already who's signed. Is there any goaltenders that might drop? Bobrovsky, man. That's a huge pickup. If we can get Bobrovsky on the team, I would buy out Roberto Luongo any day of the fucking week to pick up Sergei Bobrovsky. And that locks in a goaltender for us for the future, right? I know it would suck. Roberto Luongo is on a no trade clause. If you look at Cat Friendly, he is on a no trade clause. So we can get Roberto Luongo. Oh my god, I keep going at the wrong thing. He is a no trade clause. So if there is Sergei Bobrovsky out there, why not go after him? Right? He had 29 wins, a 918. Fuck it. We need a new goaltender. I love Roberto Luongo. He's 40 years old though. It's time up for him. We get a new start. Get a new start with a new team. We're going to buy out Roberto Luongo's contract, which gives us some cap relief. We're going to be paying $1.512 for the next 6 years. It's what we got to do, man. It's what we got to do. We got to do this to make this team better for this next year. Now, can we afford everything that we're going to really need for next year? Is going to be the problem, right? So goaltending-wise, Sergei Bobrovsky, and he's not even that expensive. 6 years at $30 million. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, shit. Okay. What are we going to sign him to? Right. Now, we got to hope he signs. We're going to do a $6.25 million for the next 6 years for Sergei Bobrovsky. But before we sign this deal, we're going to do a quick wheel spin. So I'll be right back to get that wheel spin all ready to go. Okay. So, not that I'm lazy. I didn't download OBS for this stupid shit. Because I totally forgot that I was going to need this wheel decide thing for the series. You know what? Let's delay it and not get the right tools for the video. So I'm gonna do it on my phone, and you guys won't be able to see it. I am so sorry. I will tell you guys what exactly it is. I don't care if you guys think I'm lying. You guys will hear the sound, and I'll make sure I take a screenshot of it for you guys so you guys can see. Not 0.1 seconds. I want 10 seconds of spin time. So, let's take this spin. What are we going to get for Sergei Bobrovsky's no movement clause? Now, I really don't care because we're going to have to keep him anyways. And it looks like it will be almost a full-blown no movement clause. A 3-year no movement clause for Sergei Bobrovsky. So that's half his contract. I'm not going to complain about that. Sergei Bobrovsky will be stuck on a 3-year no movement clause. So let me just write that down so I can keep track of it. Everything is taking so slow on my phone. Okay, so we got 6 million down. We still got tons of money to go. Defensively now. See, I don't like Myers. We would have to lock him up, and we're going to be stuck with him, right? That is going to be a problem. Strawman, you would go 3 years, and you would still be stuck with him for a long time. There's really no one defensively that I would really want to go after this year. Because you're mainly stuck with everyone. No matter who you look at it, you're going to be stuck with someone. Right? And defensively, what do we got this upcoming year? And I would love to improve on it, because we definitely need to. You got Matheson, Yandle, Ekblad, Keenan's, Pissick, Mikkelsen. You're really going to improve, because your top four is going to be Keenan's, Ekblad, Yandle, and Matheson, which is all locked up for a pretty good amount of years. And that's good. The problem is with that is this year is going to be a problem defensively. Offensively, what are we looking at this year? And now it's going to be a bit better with Sergei Bobrovsky. I'm not saying he's going to fix everything up, but he's definitely going to help us fix. So we got Huberdeau, Barkov, Dadonov, Hoffman, Trocheck, Hepanainen. Now, Hepanainen is a goal scorer, and we've seen in the league he can do it. He almost scored 30 goals. I think what I might do this year is we're going to play Hepanainen with Trocheck and Hoffman. Reason why? Because then we don't have to go after too expensive a guy. We can sign back Dennis Melgin. We're going to use Henrik Bjorkström, so hopefully he looks like he's going to jump up to be a third line alongside Dennis Melgin. We pick up a third line guy. Then we have Virginio, Scorvo, Lamico, Mammon, whoever needs to jump up, we could do trades, right? We get Sergei Bobrovsky with James Reimer. So all we're really going to need is defensively, you got everyone. I would just love to pick up a top 4 defenseman. The thing is, everyone that's there is locked up. Like, locked up to a major... They want a major deal. Like, Myers wants a major deal. Gardner wants a major deal. Schraman does. Pedersen does. Kronwall's the only guy that wants, like, a 1 to 2 year contract. So, it's just a waste of my time to go out there and get a guy that's only going to be on the team for a year and then get rid of, right? And Kronwall's going to drop anyways. Now, for forward-wise, what are we going to go after? I want to go after a guy that's going to be a solid defensively, third-line guy for the team. So someone like a Patty Maroon, but he's just not that good defensively. Jonas Donskoy, really solid defensively, 23 points in the NHL on the San Jose Sharks. 46 to 54, he hits. Jonas Donskoy is a guy that we could possibly look at. Kasperi Kapanen, no. Duclair, no. Burakovsky, no. Tomas Vanek, no. Do we got anyone else that's looking solid? Brendan Lesbick, how well did he play for LA? 46 to 39, and he had 36 points. That's way better than what Jonas Donskoy did, and he would be playing on the third line. Colin Wilson, how well did he play? 24 points. I don't think anyone played as good as Brendan Lesbick, though. Brendan Lesbick did really, really well. Cordelis, but he's an RFA, so that's where it kind of cuts in. So yeah, our best choice right now is Jonas Donskoy coming to the Florida Panthers. We'll sign him for 2 years at $3 million, which will be included in a no trade clause. So we'll have to see if we're gonna have to keep Jonas Donskoy to a no movement clause. Is going to be the question now. So let me set up the wheel. My internet is going to be, it's painfully so fucking slow. It sucks ass. And doing a wheel decider on my phone sucks. Oh, I forgot to take a screenshot. Shit. I'll make sure I take a screenshot of the other one. But I'm literally saying it is 3 years for Sergei Bobrovsky. I'm keeping that out there. It is 3 years for Sergei Bobrovsky. I would not be bullshitting you guys. I am the most loyal fucking YouTuber out there. I will make sure I download OBS for next video, and I'll make sure I do wheel spins, even though my computer is slow as fuck and it's a pain in the ass to do anything. So let's see what it decides for Jonas Donskoy's contract. So we got Jonas Donskoy, Sergei Bobrovsky, and I think that's really it. We got everyone else that we really wanted. We really didn't want a first liner, and Jonas Donskoy we do not need to worry about. He's locked up, and also Dennis Morgan, and we'll sign him up to a contract 1 year at 1.5, sure. Now, sure, we could go after a first liner or a second first liner guy, like a Jakob Varanen, but it's just, what do you go after? There's not, like, too spectacular that you could go after unless you want to go after a Mitch Marner. There's nothing really out there that I want to pick up for a team like us right now. I want to keep it the way that it is. We had a good run last year. I mean, it wasn't the best year. It wasn't the greatest year. We weren't a bad team, though. We get Sergei Bobrovsky, Jonas Donskoy. Now, the big decision, will Sergei Bobrovsky, and he does. Bobrovsky is coming to Florida, ladies and gentlemen. So the roster is filled out. Yes, now it is the same as last year. We're going to have like a third liner playing up on the second line, but this is a young stud in Hoffman who had a great year in Liga. And I'm hoping he can have another great year here in the NHL, right? So you're going to have Barkov, Huberdeau, Dadonov, Trocheck, Hoffman, and Hoffman. Malgin, Donskoy, Bjorkstrom, Lamico, yeah, everything is looking fantastic. Defensively is where we're going to have a little bit of a weak spot. Matheson, Ekblad, Yandle are your only top 4 defensemen. So it's either going to be a fight between Keenans and Pissick playing for that top position. And goaltending-wise, we got the stud for 6 years, Sergei Bobrovsky. He will be here in Florida. I think that's the smartest decision we've ever done in our lives, is buying out Roberto Luongo. The smartest decision ever. We still have $6.5 million, which is still good enough to go and sign another player, but we're not going to be worried about that until later on. So let's see what everyone's been signed. I keep forgetting to do this for player and pick trade and stuff like that, but we're going to do it mainly for signs this year. So Strawman's going to Buffalo. Same with Joe Pavelski. So Buffalo is really loading up for next year. Florida, that's us. Brian Elliott to Dallas. Thomas Vanek to Dallas as well. Girardi to Colorado. Keith Kincaid to Washington. Duclair went to New York. Kevin Haynes going to Carolina. Big 6-year deal. Marcus Janssen going back to New Jersey. Lee going to Detroit. Gardner going to Philly. So Myers is also going. And Philly is going after Jakob Varanen. All right. So none of the big free agencies have been picked up. We'll say them about a month. And then we'll check out everything again. I like to keep a checkup on the free agents for you guys, so you guys can see who is going where. And I forgot to do the motherfucking scouting. That is great. I fucking hate when I miss that. God damn it, man. I hate when I miss to do the scouting. It's like the one thing that I always forget to do in a lot of my GM modes, is that I forget to go and hire scouts, and this is like the best year to do it. Fuck me. What am I missing? I'm missing a European scout. I'll just sign a guy, and then we'll worry about it next year. We'll make sure we fix this up next year, so we're not having such shitty scouts. Anyone else getting signed to a contract? William Karlsson? No. No one really else getting signed. Now, yes, we could go after Mitch Marner. The thing is, I don't think those guys would even do us a dent anyways. I'd rather keep the team that we have going with us with Barkov, Dadonov, and Huberdeau. That is a good first line. I'd rather keep it that way. And Dadonov, we can't trade him anyways. We would have to trade away either Barkov or Huberdeau. And we don't want to do that because Barkov and Huberdeau are our franchise players. So it is definitely a toss-up. Brendan Lispick we could have picked up for a trade. So it's whatever. Brendan Lispick could have been free for us practically. I think it was, what's the maximum, 1.1. But anyways, Jonas Donskoy and Sergei Bobrovsky are 2 huge pieces to the team to help us hopefully give us a better record than what we've had in previous years. Because this year is definitely going to be a big year for the Florida Panthers here in year 2. We're hoping that we can improve from that 35-40-7 record with the new acquirements and Sergei Bobrovsky, Hoffman coming to the roster, Alexander Keenans. We're really relying on prospect development, and I know that's saying a lot. So let's set up captaincy. Now I do want Barkov, Huberdeau, and Ekblad. Yep. All the captaincy is already ready for me. This year is definitely going to be a big year for what we got for this upcoming year for the Florida Panthers. Now, we're probably going to have to do a couple moves before we head into the regular season. We're not going to simulate to start off this video. Hoffman is a second liner. So, see what I mean? I have second sense, man. 6th sense. And Hoffman jumps up to a second liner. So, good thing we didn't sign anyone. Donskei, Bjorkström, and Melgen. So that's good. Virchuna, Skirvo, and then, yeah, we have a lot of fourth line. And Mammon is a third line checker. I don't like him defensively. That is the thing I don't like. He's good point-wise, not very well defensively. And he's not doing well in the AHL. He's definitely not going to do well in the NHL. And we need him to be that good third liner. I want to keep it between Melgen. It's going to be Bjorkström. I really want to see how good Bjorkström will do this year. Because he had a bad year last year. I want to see how well he'll jump back this year. Keenan's, you're getting into the main roster. Particularly where we're looking at this year. Ekblad is a top 2 defenseman, which is great. Yandle Matheson, Pissick, Mikkelsen, Uyghur, and then you got Alexander Keenans and Bobrovsky and Reimer. So we got a lot of decisions to make this upcoming year. We got the lineups all set for us. Really, it's just about simulating and getting the year ready. I am really excited to see what this team will do. We really got an exciting showcase of a team that is looking like an absolute beast. You got that first line of Huberdeau, Barkov, and Dadonov. And you got Hoffman, Trocheck, and Hepanainen. It's looking great. We got a few great team ahead of us. And it's just going to keep getting better from here on out. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. We got to do a couple trades to start off next video, as we do got a lot of fourth liners and Mammon, of course. So we're probably going to maybe go after a top 4 defenseman. Maybe a rental top 4 defenseman. That's an idea. What is out there? Let's take a look. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for blowing my nose right in the mic. I think that's our best decision right now, is to go after a rental defenseman that can help us out for this year. Like a TJ Brody. We could bring him in for a year. A two-way guy. He's a point guy. He could play alongside of a Matheson. That's a guy that you could think about picking up for a year to play maybe alongside of an Aaron Ekblad. Because we could trade away Mammon and stuff like that. We got a few players that we could trade away to pick up a guy like TJ Brody. And then Sami Vatanen as well. A right-handed offensive defender who had 19 points last year. He's solid as well for 1 year. Who else do we got? So it's going to be practically Sami Vatanen and TJ Brody. So you guys comment that down below. We got 2 players that we could possibly go after this upcoming off season. Or this upcoming season that we could go after, since we have some players to trade away. We got Mammon. And we got some other players. We are pretty loaded up on prospects. And we need that rental defenseman for this year. Really badly. We need that guy to help us out this upcoming year. And Mammon, he has some solid trade value, I'm pretty sure. I mean, not that much, but he has a little bit of trade value that we can probably make a deal with. So, comment anything and everything down below. If you guys have any suggestions, please comment that down below. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!